Okay, I'm doing some test video on this phone. Trying to see how it's going to record and how it will work. I thought it had more storage than my last phone. And it does have a little bit more. Because I plan to start filming my TV show. And I'm going to call it Census of the Moon and Jesus of Nazareth. And I'm also working on my movie. This is a very tumultuous time, and everybody is uncertain what's going to happen. But I think it's best to keep on moving forward. I mean, should we make everything at a standstill? Well, that's for the experts to say. That's for the experts to determine. And ultimately, you don't know who makes that decision. If everything will come to a standstill or not. But I know one thing, a lot of things are motivated by money. A lot of things are motivated by money. That's one thing I know for sure. So I'm going to try to record. Also, I'm going to work on, I'm going to keep y'all posted. Because my reality show is just going to be very, very plain. Even though I'm going to try to polish it up professionally. You know, people looking at me in their little mind. I can see people looking at me. But do what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you have to do, because you don't mean nothing to me. I don't need you. I don't need you. I can see people get very excited about what I'm doing because they think it's going to change their life. But you know what baffles me? You wanted nothing. You desired nothing. You were motivated by nothing before. Nothing. 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 You sat there like the living dead. Breathing air, using oxygen. Using valuable earth resources. And won't move. But boy, I bet you see something now, huh? That'll get your ass up, huh? People baffle me. Baffle me. Nothing. Won't contribute a pin. Well, you know, when I was in Atlanta, and I first got introduced to screenwriting. I had an argument with these two girls on YouTube. And they was talking about how we didn't have this, we ain't had it, and they got this, and they got that, and they got this, and they got that. The Bible says you are foolish, comparing yourselves to each other. Why? Because when you look at the big picture, we're all minuscule. That's why. You are foolish comparing yourselves to each other. Because people will get all this and get all that and get this, but they'll never tell you what they did to get it. You know what I'm saying? They'll never tell you what they did to get it. They say, I got this and I got that, but they'll never tell you and they let somebody fuck them in their asshole. They'll never tell you that they suck somebody's dick. Oh, Cynthia. This person is a legendary actress. And the bitch done sucks plenty dick. The bitch don't have a bachelor's degree, but she got a dick degree. People just throw me all the way off with that. Oh, and I got a comedy show idea, but I'm gonna try to do one show at a time. I'm gonna try to get one show off the ground at a time. I have an idea for a little comedy skit. So, and that's what people, oh, I got this, I got it. So I got in an argument with the nigga. I say, look, baby. I said, look, don't get up here telling me what you got. I say, because your hometown is still a slave state. I say, your hometown. I say, your hometown is still a slave state, baby. Don't tell me what you got. I say, if Alabama, that's a hometown. If Alabama was worth a damn, it'll be Texas. I said, if Alabama was worth a damn, it'll be Texas. I'm wanting to talk on from the boot. And they kicking my ass out. The boot is kicking my ass out of my own hometown. But I say Alabama was worth a damn, it'll be Texas. Alabama should be the transportation center of America. Should be the space hub of America. Every nigga in Alabama ought to be a space nigga. The Spasners. The space Alabama niggas of America. That's what I ought to call it. It should be NASA, it should be the Spasners. That's what it should be. Because let me tell you something. when Martin Luther King came down there and marched, you know, they should have did, instead of fighting to get on the bus with the white people, they should have put a penny in. If 100,000 niggas put a penny in, you got what? $1,000. In 1965, how many buses could $1,000 buy? At least one. A nigga wouldn't put a penny in a nigga a nigga put a penny in the pig. You heard me? You heard me? A nigga ain't gonna put a penny. He gonna wait. Well, he gonna set his ass there like the living dead and wait till you start doing something. And jump his ass up all excited. You heard me? You heard me? Can you believe it? And you goddamn believe it. Let me over read my Bible and pray. I'm gonna put a penny in the bank. They should have started the first black bus series. I wrote a movie about my concept of what would have happened had the blacks in Alabama decided to start. First of all, unbelievable how the blacks are living, how the poor blacks are living in Alabama. Unbelievable how they're living. They ain't had, you mean to tell me you ain't got a penny? Unbelievable. So, but you gonna put some money up in a white bus meter, up in a, what is a white bus meter for to get on it? I said you ain't got a penny to put in the piggy bank for the black bus, but you gonna put some money up in a white bus meter to get on it. Child, I don't know what I'm doing. I've been over and kissing my own ass. That's what I'm doing. Like my uncle say, call me Uncle Monkey. So I see some shit so unbelievable. I gotta get over and kiss my own ass. I'll be a damn monkey. I'll be a monkey today. I'm gonna expound on it. Like I said, I'm trying to do one thing at a time. One thing. Now this one here that I'm trying to work on, it's just something I just came up with last night. I just came up with it to say, well, let me do something. Let's do something, Cynthia. Do something to get a quarter in your pocket. Do something. So I just came up with that. But people mind just playing tricks on. You know, I don't like people like that. I don't like people like that. But like I say, this is reality show that I'm working on. I'm gonna call it Synthesis of the Moon and Jesus of Nazareth. Now, people think I was born on the moon because I'm saying that. All I'm saying is, why did my mom name me Cynthia? You know? Doesn't mean anything. It means that the name Cynthia is derived from the Greek goddess Synthesis of the moon. She was the goddess of the moon. Cynthus. 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 Cynthia was derived from the Greek goddess of the moon. That's all it means. Nothing else. And what Jesus does, my struggle, my battle to come out of some things. What I'm saying to God, I'm doing what you're saying. Abraham was greatly rewarded for his faith and obedience. It's people that's living high in life off of Abraham's faith and obedience. And I'm a child of Abraham. I said Abraham was rewarded greatly for his obedience. What you mean is people that live in life. Abraham's children, Ishmael, the Palestinians. I know they're fighting, but they're very, very wealthy. They don't want for nothing there. They had their issues because a divorced woman who can't take care of herself can be destitute. But that's not because the country is impoverished. It's not because the country is impoverished, because the woman failed to educate herself, or the country fails to educate that woman so that she can take care of herself when her husband discard her. Now, that country is not impoverished. They're very well provided for. The Jews, that's Abraham's children. They were provided for, not impoverished in any way. The African children of Abraham. The Bible said Abraham had 6 black sons. There are tribes in Africa that live. The Bible said they call it. What they call it? The land of milk and honey. The African nation dropping like flies, starving to death before your very eyes. But there are tribes in Africa that live, like the Bible says, in the land of milk and honey. I believe we trace the etymology of those tribes. I bet they are Abraham's sons. But I stand here struggling. That's what I'm calling it, Synthesis of the Moon and Jesus of Nazareth. I stand here struggling to understand what in the world I'm dealing with. And I'm saying to God, I know I walk in obedience, God. So I'm listening to you talking, and you say some of the craziest stuff. And whenever you walk in obedience, I need to check myself then. I need to examine myself. Now, I'm still up here waiting for the bus. So you know you need a car. You are telling the wrong truth. You're telling the truth. I had a Jeep. I had 3 Jeeps. I had a Jeep. I bought that Jeep for $4,000 cash. I never had one problem with that Jeep. Not one ever. Never. Nothing went wrong with that Jeep. I drove it. My daughter had the keys, and she was 12 years old, and she drive it all over the place. You know what happened? I got in arguments with a girl and didn't know something about me bothered this girl. And the woman put sugar in my tank. Ain't it something? In my mind said for me to blow her to hell over nothing. And I walked away. My God. It's people that will slaughter her whole family for that. It's people that would have slaughtered her whole family for that. Over nothing. I had no clue what it was about me that bothered her. Nothing. People would have slaughtered her whole family for that. That's what I'm saying. And a bold devil to put a hand on my car. Yeah. A bold devil. Oh, so how am I gonna stand before God? God, I've had to blow her whole family to hell. Because of her little mind tripping on her. You done kill her children on her mama. Yeah. I had to think about that. I'm standing before God, trying to justify to him that I done slaughtered this whole family over a car. I had to give it to God. Just say, vengeance is mine, I will repay, said the Lord. People end up in hell over foolishness. Yesterday, it's a rule here, and you got to know what you're dealing with. I can actually call the bus terminal. I haven't called them. And say, look, I'm standing here waiting for the bus. This is a rural area. And at 6 a.m. in the morning, it's still dark. There is acreage of nothing but pasture. I'm trying to get to the bus, and I got to walk through all this pasture. Now, you know doggone well that I have to have a gun. It's possums, it's raccoons, it's aardvarks, it's snakes, and only God knows. I'm standing there, and there's something making a sound. I'm like, what the hell is that? In the dark. I kid you not. I need to be on that bus. They should go on the other way. I need to be on that, but I ain't gonna worry about it. I want his woman to get on there. I'm like, what the hell is that? So, but you have to be at a corner that have a sign that say bus. Because if you at that corner down here and there's no sign that say bus, she gonna pay you. So it's a car repair shop, a hotel, a bail bond shop, and something else, all in a little cluster. And then there's nothing but pasture for. I mean, just for, I don't know, a good 8 to 10 minute walk. I ain't tripping. I don't never trip. I like to take me a walk, give me a magazine, some coffee. Well, it's dark, and I'm trying to catch the bus. So I say, well, let me stand right here where there is population at, and I'll signal her. This trick, and that's the best I could do with my vocabulary, gonna pass me up 2 days in a row. And I'm saying, no shit. So it's a dude walking down. He got a gun. I don't know if he have a gun, but he walking down. I guess he already know this is his area of town. This trick ain't gonna stop. I'm like, she don't have it in her. But I'm saying, you can see if somebody's in a dangerous place early in the morning in darkness, pre-dawn, and gonna keep on driving, is this joker gonna stand before God and he gonna say, fool, you in hell because you left somebody in danger pre-dawn driving a bus? Now that's a fool if I ever seen one. I say, now that's a fool if I ever seen a fool. I went on ahead and tried to calm down. I wanted to tell her, honey, don't you ever need nothing. Don't never let a day come in your life where you need nothing. But you can't tell people that you gotta let God do it. Because they'll do something for her. Well, she'll never need nothing. They'll give her everything she ever dream of having. And you begin to read that bitch up, right? You got the right to remain silent. So I say, well, I was upset. So as God would have it, another driver came. And she was still on that juice. Yeah, she was on that same juice. Another driver. I was like, these fools gonna be in here. But he had by that time, the sun had risen by that time. Not more than about 45 minutes later. So, I'm like, wow. The things people perish for. Unbelievable to me, the things people perish for. Her mind and heart don't go nowhere. Her mind and heart don't go nowhere. And that's why they gotta sit there like nothing until somebody with something inside of them get up and do something. You know, I talk about Alabama. But do you realize that the white folks in Atlanta got mad at me? Now, I would have wanted to explore the city and the heritage that is there. The Center for Law and Justice. I mean, they got all kinds of stuff. My daughter was on some kind of intern for the summer at some place. Some kind of law place where she did research. I forgot what it was. But I would have wanted to explore that, but I was so busy I worked 2 jobs the entire time I was there, trying to make ends meet. And my mind finally said, I'm an optimistic person. My mind finally said, well, this is too much of a struggle. It's not fun like I thought. You know, I said, well, I'm going to go make $20 an hour. I'm going to go. Well, Cynthia, when has that? Well, I went to Texas. Probably in California. You know, I don't know. I had some friends who went to California, actually, when I was a young girl. And they drove there and turned around and drove right back. They must have realized it wasn't for them. But I went to Texas. We got a job making $20 an hour. All the overtime you could ask for. Shoot. If it wasn't illegal, you could sleep there. But they do stop the clock and let you go home and go to sleep. I'm serious. Made more money I ever seen in my life. In Texas. I ain't know what was with the white folks in Texas. Ain't had no racism or nothing. I kid you not. I kid you not. I said, what's with these white folks? Ain't said shit to you. Boo-boo, scoo-foo-foo, nothing. Nothing. Ain't said nothing to you. What is with these white folks in Texas? And made all the money I wanted to make. Living nice, had a car, everything. Guess what happened? Got into it with a black bitch at my son's school. Yes, I did. Got into it with a black bitch at my son's school. And not being the person to be violent, I backed down, but anyway, that's why you got to learn a grievance procedure. But I came back and I got a good job. I came home and got me a good job. So I said I'm gonna just go and chill here and handle my business as much as possible. But when I was in Atlanta, I wanted to just explore the civil rights movement. But I was making conversation with somebody that was, just as I was talking to people. And a white woman got mad when I said that Martin Luther King was not a politician. Martin Luther King was a minister and a spiritual leader. He was not a politician. Do you realize how many black men have been shot down in their cars unarmed? It's several times we done seen news. So several times we done seen news reports of several police officers open fire on the black man and doing them sitting in his car. You see what I'm saying? Several times, unarmed. We've seen that several times recently. I'm talking about in the 1960s. I'm talking recently, in the millennium. Several times. What's my point? The Bible said that no weapon formed against me shall. I believe with all my heart that Martin Luther King spoke the word over himself before he went out to stand against inequality. And it's a rumor that they set him up with some holes and got him out the Willow Garden and blowed his head off. Now that's a rumor, but that's what they say. I bet you. You see, you wonder why Coretta got up, shook the dust off her feet, and kept on kicking. Why? Because he stood a hell of bullets in the eye in the name of Jesus. But then she must have felt like he trusted them white folk or trusted the wrong black person. Oh, say what you said. Well, when he got his head blowed off, you get mad if you want to. Just was stay on the balcony with him. And guess who came? The black spokesperson then. When he got his head blowed off, Jesse Jackson. Go sit your fat little legs down, Cynthia. All right. Now, I'm finna leave that alone. Because these are intangibles. I'm gonna leave that alone. Got mad at me because I said he wasn't no politician. He stood a hell of bullets in the eye in the name of Jesus. No weapon formed against him shall prosper. Yeah. I'm finna raise up off of this video right here. And I gotta go ahead and plan some of this stuff out. Cause I gotta get some money in my pocket. The movie is a tad bit controversial, so I was trying to get some sponsors, but I would have to definitely lighten it up. And since it's about money, I might have to do that. But because I throw the shit together so fast, you know what I'm saying? I might have to just bite the bullet. What you mean get some sponsors? You know, get PJ coffee. Get a couple of people on the set to drink some coffee. You know what I'm saying? But it's very controversial. Some of the scenes are controversial. So I had to go through and pull that shit out and make it, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more palatable for people to watch. Well, I just throw the bullshit together, trying to keep the people's eyes on the screen. Trying to make people want to watch the bullshit. Girl, you heard about that movie that's on Amazon? No, I ain't heard about that. Girl, you won't believe it. You won't believe that shit. You won't believe it. So, just trying to keep the people's eyes. Somehow I had to figure out a way to put it together without a sponsor. You know what I'm saying? So, let me get off of here. And I'm going to review this video. This phone is really just taking one angle, one dimension. That's it. Flat. That's it. So, but the camera I was looking at, well, there was a camera, but that was a little while ago. They might have went up on the price of that camera. It was $600. It was a low-end camera, but it did what you needed it to do. So I think it might have gone up on the price on it. So I'm gonna have to see what I'm gonna make happen. But I'm in a tight spot. I kid you not, I'm in a tight spot.